What up, kinfolk? It's your boy Screwface Capone in the house, and welcome to the second day of Kwanzaa, one of my which I'm doing 7 videos for one for each day of Kwanzaa. You saw yesterday's video, which was a Shark Tank on X Zodiac, so definitely check that out. But today we're going to have a unboxing for this bad boy, the C64 microcomputer. And if the C64 sounds familiar to you, then you're right. This is actually a plug-and-play device that's based on a Commodore 64 computer. Alright, so what the Commodore 64 computer was is that it launched in 1982, and it was an 8-bit microcomputer. In the U.S., it went up against the 8-bit Atari 400, the Atari 800, and the Apple II. It also had some popularity in Britain, but there it was up against the ZX Spectrum, the BBC microcomputer, and the Amstrad. So when it launched, it was actually at $600. So it's kind of funny, like this thing only has the power of, say, a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, but it costed more of those. But of course, it's saying that this wasn't just a straight-up game system; it's a microcomputer. But this particular unit has games on it. Now, throughout its lifetime, there were over 10,000 pieces of software that were released on it. We're talking everything from development tools to office programs, and of course games. It would eventually be discontinued in 1994 because around that time, like as things progressed from the 80s to the 90s, you had the big gaming crash that happened, and of course during the mid 80s you had Nintendo emerging, you had Sega emerging, and as far as a straight up game device, people were flocking more towards those consoles. But this still holds a special place in a lot of collectors' hearts. It's according to the Guinness Book of World Records, it's the highest selling game system. It's the highest selling personal computer ever. It's the highest selling personal computer monitor of all time, and even today, it's still a recognizable brand name. There's a lot of hobbyists who develop software for it, and there's a lot of emulators that run it. And of course, they're releasing these plug-and-play devices. Now, what this is, there's actually a previous plug-and-play device, the C64 Mini. It basically has the same content as this device with like 64 games, a mini joystick, but it came with like a miniature version of the keyboard. And the keyboard didn't work, so a lot of people weren't pleased about it. So they went back and they created this version, which has an actual working keyboard. So what you're getting is an actual Commodore 64, or at least a keyboard with a Commodore 64 emulator within it. So basically, what you can do is, of course, they got 64 games built in. So you got 64 games for the Commodore 64, and they've got VIC-20 and C64 titles on here. And apparently you can also sideload your own titles, and they come with tools where you can develop your own stuff, apparently. So, I never owned one. Now, here's the thing. I never owned one of these growing up, so I don't really have any frame of references to like what games were big, or what games were popular, or what games I wanted to play. Like, my first game system was the Intellivision, then I went to Nintendo. But I'm a sucker for these old school game machines. I always wanted to see what the Commodore 64 was about, because I heard a lot of older, because when I go into the retro gaming scene a lot, I hear a lot of older heads talk about it. So this gave me a chance to check it out for myself. Now here's the thing, like the release of this thing was kind of low key compared to the Mini. So everybody's looking for the C64 Maxi and wondering when that's still coming out. This is basically the C64 Maxi. You can find it on Amazon for $132 too, and there's also a number of online retailers you can also find it at if you don't want to support Amazon. And of course, like things are old school when they come out with like the plastic around it. Like usually nowadays you'll see something that the plastic is like tight on it. I'd say, for instance, this bad boy. We'll be unwrapping this for Friday's show, by the way. So you definitely got that old school look and feel to it. What else? Of course, you see on the back, you see the more modernization stuff, the HDMI, the micro USB and stuff. And here are some of the games that you can have on it. I apologize if you can't see that too well. Got Impossible Mission. You got stuff like Jumpman, California Games, Street Sports Baseball, Iridium, Juggernaut. Lots of good stuff. So this is the Commodore 64 Maxi, and let me know in the comments if you want to see me do a deep dive into the history of the Commodore 64. Because, matter of fact, I might end up doing that anyway. Gaming Archaeology needs some more sections, so I think that's going to be one of my projects I'm going to be working on this coming year. But let me know what you think in the comments. But as for right now, we're going to go ahead and open this bad boy up. But first, before we do that, I'm going to get me something to drink. I'm starting to get parched here. Alright, I am hydrated, and we're going to go, and I'm ready. Got my camera in position. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. First, we're going to take off the plastic. Remember, if you got small children, keep them away. You don't want them to choke themselves. If they are, they're probably really stupid. Oh yeah, and another thing I got this bad boy off Amazon. It's the user manual. I think there's a PDF available, but again, points for authenticity. I'm probably going to read through this sometime and learn everything I can do with this. But of course, now that I got the plastic off, let's open up the box. There's tape on it first. So just a little reminder, I got tons more videos like this on my Toys, Tech, and Unboxings playlist, so definitely check that out. And here we go. This is the C64. Gotta like the way it's packed here, the plastic and stuff. It's like one of those things where I might still keep the box even after I take it off. And then here's the unit itself, the C64 Mini. So it's got that 80s charm to it, like the keyboard, the huge size of it, the big buttons and stuff. But you'll get it back, and you'll see the more modern innovations: the HDMI, the USB cord, and the power end. Now let's open up this side of it. Let's move these out the way. Let's open that bad boy up. And what we got in this little box. Okay, so we got this, which is this is a AC charger cord. It's got a different feel to it, so that's pretty nice. The power adapter. You get plus to this guy for including the actual power adapter in with the unit, because I've been opening a lot of these things and they don't include the thing, and it always kind of irks me a little bit. Even though thankfully, it's a USB base, so you can just run out to Walmart or run out to Walgreens or whatever and grab you one on the cheap. And you can't tell from here, but this actually feels pretty different from most other USB AC adapters. You gotta love there's a little bit of a texture to here, so that's pretty nice to have. So what else we got? Of course, we got the HDMI cable. And here is the joystick. Ooh, what's this? And here's a quick guide to the C64. Here's a joystick. Alright, so there's two buttons, and you got the main directional pad. You got 4 buttons down here, so I assume this one at the end looks like a menu button. So again, I don't really have a frame of reference as to what this thing is supposed to look like, so you guys have to look up and see how accurate this is. But I I guess you would get something similar to this with the original one. There's a lot of buttons on here, surprisingly. And you can also order an additional one on the website, so on Amazon or somewhere. So in case you want to play two-player games, and I assume you can also use a USB hub with it as well. All right, so here is the C64 Maxi, and here's the quick guide. So yeah, there's a lot of good reading in this instruction booklet. Okay, so there's an A, B, C in a menu, and a left and a right fire. And of course, it's one of those reference guides that have the instructions in both English and French. Alright, so we've opened this thing up, and so let's go ahead and hook it up to my video card, and we're going to get some game footage to see what this bad boy looks like. Alright, real quick before we get into the game itself, one thing I just noticed just now is that, I had to adjust that a little bit, on the side of the unit, and this is where I assume the cartridges will go in the original version, you've got like 3 USB ports, as well as a button to press. So I assume that if there are multiplayer games, you can use these for additional stuff. And maybe if you're even siloed, you could probably use this to attach something like a flash drive or a USB hub or whatever. I'll dig in some more and see what this is about. But I think for now, let's go ahead and turn this on and start playing it. Alright, I got everything set up, so I'm going to go ahead and start this baby up. Give it a few seconds. And here we go. Retro games is C64. So I can select my language. I'm going to go ahead and pick English. So this was released in Europe, so they're going to be like, the settings are going to be like North America, the outside of North America centric. Video test mode will begin in 1. Video test mode will end in A. Press A to accept mode. I accept it. Okay, there's Carousel and Classic. So I guess Classic, you can use that to boot it manually. Again, I'm not sure how the original works, so I don't have any frame reference to go this on. So we're going to do ooh, basic. Ooh, breakdance. So I really like how they did this menu. I think this compares to the Sega one where you like custom music and show information about the game instead of just like throw you in there. Let's try breakdance. Oh, so you can arrange it by different ways. Okay. And if it seems like the volume is higher than my voice, then I apologize for that. Select game option. Hot Feet Dance Contest. Battle to Rocket Crew. First breakdancing game ever. Ooh, whack out. Ah, whack out. Don't make a mistake. It's kind of like Dance Dance Revolution before Dance Dance Revolution. Try this again. Oh, whack out. Ah. Let's play something else. Obviously got a virtual keyboard, a save load states. That's pretty nice. Now it's confusing what button to press when because they're not marked anywhere instead of the manual. So you can organize it by genre, by year, or by title, or by author. So you notice when you look at the author, it's not just like a publisher name, but it's also sometimes the name of the individual developer. Like back in the days, a lot of these titles were developed by like one person. That's what you gotta miss by gaming, like where you would have one person developing games. But then again, it's like that in the indie scene as well. Let's try Cyberdyne. So I gotta remember what button to press. Oh, so I pressed on the keyboard to start the game. Can I kill him with this laser? So this feels like a Metroidvania style game, almost. Ah. Ah, shoot. Ah, damn it. Instead of trying to shoot these, let's just try to avoid them. Ah. There's some pretty good music. Like, obviously, graphically, like, this is like a few steps below the NES, but at the same time, you can tell they can get a lot out of like what's there. So it's not about the advanced hardware; it's about doing what you can with what you got available. That's the whole charm with a lot of these retro titles. Now the joystick definitely takes a little bit of getting used to. Like, I'm used to everything being on the side of it. But instead, like, things are on the top. So you got things like this are like unwinnable by design that you can't get past there. Let's try another game. The C64 Hall of Fame. Nice. What's this, I wonder? Oh, so that's like a credit list. Okay. I hear Speedball. Ooh, bitmap shapes, page pads. So I can customize their equipment and stuff. So I start playing. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm the red team, I think. Ah. Okay. Ah. Yeah, I'm getting my butt kicked here. Let's try another game. Hunter's Moon. Everyone's a Wally. Ah, damn it. This is definitely more straightforward than the other two games. Synapse. Ah, shoot. See, with the joysticks, like, you don't have a whole lot of precision with it. Like with an actual analog. Ah. My score is not ranked. Houston. So you can see, like, the programmer's name is, like, all over the place. That's one thing I miss about, like, today's game. Like, back in the days, like, they would treat programmers like rock stars. Like, people like Will Wright, like, the old EA, like, the old Activision. Yeah, let's try something else. Robin of the Wood. Spin Dizzy, Boulder Dash, Jumpman. Does this look familiar to anybody? Epics. I want that up. Let's do beginner. I'll return key. Player 1. Ouch. Yeah, it's pretty extreme. Oh, so if I press up at the end of the dam. Ah, accidentally restarted. Okay, next level, easy does it. So I hold up and press the button, that's how I jump. Okay. Ah, shoot. If you've never played the Commodore, then the controller is obviously going to take a bit to get used to. But I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of this. Ah, damn it. It's a little bit of a screw job. That white dot just homes in on me. Oh, boy. At least this game's pretty forgiving when it comes to lives. Oh, shoot. No, no, no. Dark Souls ain't got nothing on this game. Ah, shoot. You need to get smart about, like, dismounting from the ladder. Whew! Nearly avoided it. See, it won't let me just walk off the ladder. I gotta jump off of it. Nice. Yeah, you think Dark Souls is tough, then you never played Jumpman. Don't create a save state. Which button do I press? Okay, there it is. Check out one more game. Jumpman 2. Confusion. Mega Apocalypse. Monty on the Run. I think this is definitely a British game. Monty Freedom Kit. Written by Tony and Jason, the micro project for Grim Graphics, July 1985. That's a very nice way of opening it. Ah, shoot. There's some nice music. Ah, damn it. You can tell a lot of work went into this game for its time. Well, I made number 47. Oops. Ah. Okay. Ah. Everything and everyone is out to kill you. Monty on the run. Thing on a spring. You've heard of Elf in the Shelf, now it's Thing on a Spring. Who dares wins too. Who needs Call of Duty when you got this game? Ah. See, who needs Call of Duty Vanguard? We got Who Dares Wins. Cyberdyne Warrior. I think I'll do one more game and that'll be it. Yikes. Ooh. Yikes. Game over. Yeah, these games are like really unforgiving. Try it one more time. It's like you gotta like literally play it a few times just to get the rhythm. Ah. So I think that's a good enough selection. Let me try some here. Ooh, display. So you got different options for this. Let's go back to this one. So I'm playing in VT20 mode. Boot mode. Switch to classic mode. I want to see what happens. Fight's ready. Let's try this. Huh. Let's consult the easy manual, the instruction manual. Don't mind the delay here. I'm bringing up my webcam. So let's see how this works. Initial setup, attention, classic. I think I got the big user manual right here. So I'm going to see. I also use alternative USB controllers. That's cool. I'll have to remember that next time. Alright, boot mode. Classic mode overview, page 34. This is a never lost relic where you had to, we got a computer game, you had to go through and friggin' and consult the manual for some answer to some shit. Anyway. Save load state, media access. All options are available via menu. Alright, media access. So I probably use this to boot custom programs or even sideload ROMs into it. I'll have to play around with this a little bit more. So, let's go back for some closing thoughts. So that was my look at the Commodore 64, the C64. It's definitely an interesting device. It's a tool from a bygone era, and there are obviously different views on what gaming was supposed to be back then. And the fact that people are still talking about it today, there's still a scene supporting it. It just speaks volumes into how big this device was. And this is really my first time experiencing it. it's like I said earlier, like I never owned one of these growing up. I was never completely interested, but now that I get to see it for the first time, I see bits and pieces of why everybody loved it so much. I'm definitely gonna like dig into it deeper. Try to see how the classic mode works. See how the side loading works. Even write something in basic. I know I'm definitely gonna do a deeper dive into the Commodore 64 and its history because this is definitely something I'm interested in. I know there are other YouTubers who look at this stuff, who do videos on Commodore 64 stuff. Most of them, like, I know you've seen it from Kim Justice and Larry Bundy Jr. and stuff, but I like giving my own perspective on things as a fan and like as like an entry level to this to these retro style stuff. So yeah, this is definitely worth it. If you were a fan of the system growing up, you'll want to check it out. And who knows, you might even show it off to your kids. Again, show them what games were like before Fortnite, you know? Also, if you're into this kind of stuff, I have a whole playlist of unboxing of toys, tech, and other unboxings. I got the Sega Astro City Mini. There's the Neo Geo Arcade Pro Stick. Here's the Legends Flashback. So as you can tell, I really like I keep saying, I'm a sucker for these retro style machines. I love unboxing them. I love playing with them. I just love seeing what you can do with them. And I even look at current devices too. There's the Oculus Quest 2. I even got to look at the PS5. So again, if you like retro stuff, if you like these kinds of toys, definitely check it out. So until then, I hope you've enjoyed this video on the C64 Mini. I know it's a bit long, but I like going in, seeing what's in there. So hope you enjoyed what you watched. Hit that thumbs up if you did. And until next time, I'm Audi 51000G, kinfolk.